Well, hello and welcome to a probably delayed video that we haven't done for a little while, but we're here together. Me,
Back.
Kevin. We are back on your screens to fulfill your ears and eyes with all sorts of wrestling card knowledge and enjoyment. So, well, we've got a
Here we
special
go.
episode today, Kev. Do you want to tell them who it's about?
Well, it's the wrestling legend that is Rowdy Roddy Piper. So this marks a 10-year anniversary since his passing. Movie icon, wrestling legend. Why the hell not do an episode on Rowdy Piper? So I think, Jack, just to let everyone know, we've just been busy collecting wrestling cards. The Facebook page is there for everyone to share. Don't forget that. And we're still floating about on Twitter, stroke X. So we've got another video out all about Rowdy Piper, this one, but I think you've got a few things to say before then, Jack.
Yeah, absolutely. Normally on our videos, we like to do a little bit of news. And I think we've probably had a bombshell in the sports card autograph scene in the last, probably, I think it was, I came across it probably about 5 days ago, 6 days ago. To sum it all up in a really nice, neat kind of ball for people that may not be fully aware. A extremely vast network has been uncovered of potentially and allegedly, um,
Potentially.
yeah, cover
Yeah,
ourselves legally here,
yeah,
fake autographs, but these autographs are not fake, but they are fake, if that makes sense. So what has been uncovered is such a large network of deception within the sports autograph world, that fakes have been allowed and certified to be authorized and authenticated by grading and authenticating organizations. So what does that mean? Well, it means that you are potentially sat on fake autographs that have been signed with an automatic auto pen, um, that are in the wild and marked as authentic. So, if that doesn't sound devastating, Kevin, give an example of someone who may be a very, very large autograph collector. What does that mean for them?
well, they've lost a hell of a lot of money, I think, because the trust just goes out of the market, doesn't it? It's a very awkward one because, on a personal note, I like to get my wrestling cards signed in person. But again, if certain wrestler is no longer with us, we're going to chase that rarity. And unfortunately, the systems, the likes of your PSA, Beckett, whoever's got in place, aren't recognizing that this is machine done or counterfeit, and the passing is legit. And it leaves us with a bit of a problem, doesn't it? So
Yeah.
that's my take on it, Jack. So
Yeah. I
not
think the problem here is, and you've nailed down the word there is trust, because if you trust that your item has been signed by the person and it has been authenticated by a governing body that you trust that it
yeah,
has been signed by that person, yay, quids in. That's your memory, that's your piece of memorabilia. But if the people that have authenticated it themselves, the allegation is not that they were in on it. The allegation is that
didn't
these
know about it. Yeah,
fakes were so good and so vast that the fakes were the ones that were determined to be real, and probably the real ones were the ones that were kicked out and said, no, this doesn't look like the rest.
yeah,
So that's what started to happen. Huge names in some of the sports, Mahomes, Brady's, these massive, massive stars who people pay $400-500 a time.
yeah.
That these are the ones that are kind of getting the question mark put on them. One
Holy
of them,
Grail. Yeah, it's all the Holy Grail stuff, isn't it, as well? It's like the top end guys, you name it.
mm,
Music, wrestling, boxing, NBA. It's
I
all
did
there.
I did see one comment, and I was going to screen grab this and put it on here, but it's just one comment that kind of rung true. One person had said from the sports card nonsense post that went up where this all broke. One person had commented, "This doesn't really affect me because I only really ever collect mid-level autographs." And that made sense to me. If you're going to fake these, you're going to fake the high end, aren't you? And that's what you're really going to aim for because that's where
Yeah.
the money is. So the
Mm,
mid tier, you're not really going to fake. Um, You know, if you was had the opportunity to fake an autograph, are you going to fake Hulk Hogan or are you going to fake the Mountie?
Yeah, Hulk Hogan all the way, and that there is an awful lot of fake Hulk Hogan autographs out there.
Yeah.
You've only got to ask Brutus the Barber Beefcake for that one. He
Ooh.
was famous for getting Hulk Hogan autographs out there at conventions, and in fact, I fell for that one many years ago. It cost me 10 quid, but
Wow,
there you go.
huge.
Uh, it's tough. It's not fair, but again, where does it leave us collectors? I think again, you've got to trust the source, trust where it's coming from, and try and avoid the big guys. I think the likes of Fanatics, because I'm not a fan of them anyway. When they were charging 1,000 quid or $500 for a Ric Flair rookie card to be signed, I thought you're in it for one thing only. So
Yeah. Well,
that's where I avoid.
we've mentioned Fanatics a few times, haven't we? And exactly that, that they know where the market value is. And their argument is if we price people out of the market, then it's only the true collectors that will buy. That is not true.
Yeah,
That is complete
no,
horse doo doo. That is not true. All you're doing there is raising the bar of entry for people that have the finances available, whether they are an investor or a collector. So it means nothing to, you can't differentiate between the two groups by raising the value. That doesn't work. So yes,
that's
there we are. That news only broke a few days ago. A lot of people are still digesting it, and also tellingly, there's a lot of people that are just dismissing it and going, "Oh, this guy's fake. He's talking nonsense. It's all rubbish." They're people that are probably sat on tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of stock from autographs who genuinely do not want it to be true because it means
yeah,
their livelihood has come crashing down. Um,
100%.
so there we are. So there's a little bit of news. We'll keep you posted on the page on Facebook if anything more comes from that. So let's move into why we're here. A tribute to Rowdy Roddy Piper. And we're going to flick through some of our favorite cards. We've got five each that we're going to go through. I believe it's my five that are up first, and we're just going to
Yeah,
have a quick scan through them and
yeah.
really give you our thoughts on them. So,
But, before that, Jack, tell us your favorite Rowdy Piper wrestling match if you've got one.
100% the Hollywood Brawl with Gold Dust.
Right. I knew
100%.
you'd say that one.
Uh,
Brilliant match.
I think the story behind, the fact it was so
Groundbreaking.
they didn't have much time to prepare. It wasn't meant to be them two in that match. It was meant to be completely different, and they had to very quickly rustle up this feud between them. And the stories that have come out of that match, Dustin tells some fantastic stories off of that match. So yeah, it's brilliant.
Great match.
Yeah,
Mm.
I think there's a story he tells at the end where he's in the car and he goes to drive off and someone pulls into the car park. They didn't
Yeah.
realize. And as he's gone to drive off, he's had to slam the brakes on. Like he's trying to make a quick getaway and there's a car in front of him and he can't go anywhere. And he's had to reverse it and get back out.
Yeah.
Little stories like that. I think, yeah, it's a very obscure match. It hasn't been done since, has it really?
Um,
You know,
but for me though, like watching that was the first time WF went behind the curtain. It was like
Mm.
it's always been an arena, it's always been in a wrestling ring, but after that, it was like here comes the Attitude Era. Amazing.
So yeah, and I
Yeah.
think as well, to do that kind of split location idea, they didn't need to, but they did because
Yeah.
added to something more, which kind of worked.
Uh,
What about yourself? What's your favorite moment or memory?
uh, well, I love the feud that he had with Chris Jericho 2008. He's done a promo there, and it's like, oh, you can't bury the legends, and it's like he's doing a promo. I'm nearly in tears. I'm like, wow, so good. But you can look at Rowdy Piper 2008, and you look at Rowdy Piper 1985, and they're still on the ball.
Mm,
This is not someone that had like a 3 year stint, and he's amazing. It's just like that is Rowdy Piper, next level.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Right. Let's figure out again how I share my content because I always lose where I need to share it. And let's go. And I want this. Right. Yes, there we go. Share.
First,
Okay, so we'll go through mine very quickly first of all. So this is quite a modern card. This is from, I think it's Mayhem or Evolution, one of the Slam Attack sets, late 2000s. Why do I like it? Um, it kind of shows off Piper's kind of cheeky kind of character. The idea that it's there we go. The idea that he wasn't just the, hard-nosed, hard-edged, sort of spiteful kind of character. He was fun, and there was a lot of that fun that came into a lot of his matches, which I think worked really well. So that's why I like this card.
Brilliant card.
And then we'll go for the next one. So I actually forgot about this match.
Oh,
I
yeah, yeah.
forgot that he ended up having this weird, again, another weird match that Piper got himself tangled up in.
Uh,
Um,
Groundbreaking match. Yeah,
yeah,
it's kind. Well, probably, to at that level, should we say?
yeah, a very odd match in WrestleMania, but again, at the time, boxing at that time was super, super hot. So,
Yeah,
and of course, the Rocky films were enormous. So, Clubber Lang, who was Mr. T, the character he portrayed, only seemed fitting. And Piper was probably the madman to step up and try and give it a go, but not known for his boxing skills. But again,
good pick.
a very good card. I think it's a great card to put in the WrestleMania moments, and it's a moment that doesn't get spoken about as much as it probably should do.
Brilliant card. Good pick.
Next, another Slam Attacks cards. This one's late 2000s, 2010, late 2000s.
So,
Um,
got the mayhem with it. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I like that it's two pictures of Piper. It's,
Mm.
the hair that he was known for so long in his career on the front picture, and then the picture of him in a match on the other side. And you've got to think, we know wrestling attire is really key for a lot of wrestlers. And Piper had so many factors to him for his wrestling attire: the hot rod t-shirt, the kilt, the leather jacket, the blue trunks. He had
That's
multiple
funny.
looks,
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
were all iconic for him, and they all worked for him. And I think this card kind of sort of portrays that. And again, I think you've got cards that you're going to show as
Yeah,
well that have him
yeah.
in his leather jacket and things like that, which again all works. And I think this is a great card for him to display that.
Simple, but it works, isn't it? Made it look so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
This one coming to a later card now, 2023. This is a Panini one. Again, it just shows off him being sort of almost playful, being fun, being more than just
I love the red, white, and blue in the background. Just makes give us a kiss pose look a bit better, doesn't it? You know?
I was just thinking there, would you put Piper, looking at his entire career, would you put him as a heel or a baby face?
Oh, that is one of the toughest questions you can answer because he could switch it on either way. I
Mm.
mean, like Hogan did like both and he was great at it, but not at the level Piper could. One minute you could have a heel Piper, the next minute it'll be on your side. Like, I
Well, I think
can't work this guy out. It's like so good.
Hogan switched very definitive sides, didn't he?
That's it, yeah. Yeah. He's black or white sort of thing, wasn't he? But
Yeah.
Piper, he was a grey area. It's like, okay.
Piper was a bit like Bossman. He didn't quite know there was a definite time when
Ah,
Bossman was a baby face, and then it became a bit of a grey area, I suppose.
brilliant
Uh,
cards.
and then lastly, again, a more recent one. I think this picture's been used for him loads. I just think it's a really good picture, and I think it's a really good background for him. This is the Road to WrestleMania stickers.
They don't get enough credit, them stickers.
No, they
Very
really
good.
don't. They really don't. They're a really, really good set. Some really good.
Good stuff as well. It's the pound a piece. Brilliant stickers.
Yeah.
Great album.
So
Yeah.
there's my five. So we'll move into, I think the next one is yours, which is a classic. So go for it, Ken.
Well, this is 91, 92 Rowdy Piper for me. And there's not many wrestling in-ring shots of Piper. This one's with Ric Flair. And it does remind you of his wild matches that he used to have. 92 Merlin as well. So that had to make it in.
Yeah, I mean, although my thoughts on the Black Series, sorry, the Gold Series, the black version of the Gold Series. Wow, that was a mouthful. Um,
Yeah,
they're great cards, and they do work really, really well. And again, look at the attire. Both of them, very, very simple attire, but they're absolutely known for exactly that, and it works really well.
that's it. Easy pickings. This one, well, similar to what you were saying, Jack, it's like the white shirt, well, I was going to say the skirt, like the kilt, and like that cheesy good guy that could give you a slap in the face. And it's like WrestleMania 5 when he was doing his bit there, and wasn't much in the ring, but he's a movie star at this point, so I had to include
Yeah.
that one.
I was looking for any. There is a set of trading cards, not official cards from They Live, but I was
Yeah.
going to find one. I was going to put one of them in, but they're not official cards. They're like custom made fan cards.
Wow, this one is the angry one, the angry face where he snapped. But I included this one because I think the set doesn't get enough recognition. It's the WCW 1999 Peru set, which didn't really know a lot about till recently. So that's another one we have
Yes.
to try and track down.
So I saw this card, and then I saw it was from Peru, and will admit I wasn't too familiar with the set, so I'm
No,
going to dig
agree.
around to see what I can find. But
I like more of the background, like the purpley WCW logo around that, and the red. It's just very standout, very different, and that angry pose from Roddy Piper.
is the card embossed? Because they had the embossed set was
Yeah,
98, wasn't it? It looks
yeah,
like it could be.
could be. I've
Mm.
not got one at hand, to be honest. I've not found one, to be fair. So that's the next bloody hit list, isn't it? We have to track down.
Yeah, I can already tell that's going to be an expensive set to try and locate.
Yeah, great. Oh, again, like Piper always gets a wrestling card for me. Anything WWE Piper, Hall of Famer, just recognize him as a legend. This is like the pose for this one is very mid to late 80s. It's got there that he's a brawler. You cover the one with the Mr. T match, so anything around then, I recommend anyone to take a look at. Piper was next level.
So I was going to pick this card, but for different reasons. I was going to pick this card to point and laugh at it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Out of all the photos, so this is quite a modern. This was again late 2000s. This was again, was it Mayhem Evolution? One of those Slam Attacks ones.
Yeah,
Um, Out of all the pictures that they could have chosen for Piper, they've chosen the one where he's probably the most out of shape.
definitely.
Why?
100% out of shape, yeah.
Out of all the photos they would have in their vault, in their archive for WWE licensing, they would have thousands of pictures of Piper, and they chose this one. So I was going to pick it, and I thought, no, I don't want to rag on him, just a bit fat because I'm in
Mm.
the same boat. But I'm not an elite athlete.
Oh, me neither. Far from it. Yeah,
It's a yeah. Again, it ticks all the boxes for a Piper card. The attire, great color scheme, great matching of the red colors on the card as well. So it works really well in that sense.
brilliant, brilliant card. Yeah, and again, this is the one from his later career, WWE, and it reminds me of that promo he did with Chris Jericho, 2008. It wasn't so much in ring then, but yeah, the leather jacket, the kilt, the hot rod logo on the shirt, tops WWE legend. You don't
Yeah.
have to say much more than that, do you?
Again, yeah, leather jacket, the kilt, all works. So there we go. There are
He-
our favorite Piper cards, and 10 years since his passing. So we hope you enjoyed it. Um, we did. We will.
yeah, remembering the legend that is, never forgotten.
No, absolutely. But there we are. That's it. That's all we've got today, folks. So yes, we'll be back on soon. Don't panic. There'll be more videos coming out soon. Until then, that's it, everyone. Thank you for your time.
Bye for now.
Bye bye.
Thank you.